Hello. The Dynamic Subdivision Tools plugin allows for different options for applying dynamic sub, applying smooth and crease levels, changing dynamic to subdivisions, and also for undoing on all your subtools. The undo function specifically only functions if your model has subdivision levels, so it's really meant as a way to undo in case you didn't like the way your subtools came out once you converted to subdivision levels. There is also a toggle to avoid subdivisions. In case you want to work with a model that currently has subdivisions, you can still apply dynamic. This comes by default to avoid subdivisions. So what does it do? We have options to apply dynamic. Now this is usually once you've already done your creasing. So all dynamic sub on will turn on dynamic subdivisions for every subtool available. There's an off option as well. There's dynamic sub on for visible subtools. So you can see that this subtool, which is off, does not have dynamic enabled. Turn that off. If you are checked on it, it will do it. If you do dynamic sub folder, so this one in particular, you will see that it only does the option in a folder. If I try to do one that isn't in a folder, it will tell me that there is no folder and it won't do it. Let's just hit off for that. Just go ahead and do dynamic on. And then we're going to change the crease level. Set this to 5, set this to 2. So all crease, we'll change that. Change that as well. If you wanted your creases to be sharper, you could do that as well. Change how smooth it looks. And it has all the options as the previous. So just go ahead and change that again. Now, if I wanted to convert this to subdivision levels, that's where this section comes in. I'll go ahead and do the same thing. You'll notice that all of these subtools are set to subdivision level 1. That's on purpose. That's to avoid any issues where maybe you have a model with a lot of different subtools and it equals to some astronomically high number. This is to avoid any issues with your computer slowing down or potentially crashing. So I've set it so it will change it to subdivision level 1. You can always upscale that, or you could press the all high button to bring that all high. And that's in the default Zbrush. Now, if you feel like you've messed up and you don't like how this looks, you can undo all. And you can hit that as many times as you need for it to undo everything. But you'll notice that dynamic is still on. That's because these buttons right here, the undo all once options, only work if there are subdivision levels applied to the model. So you can just hit this a couple of times until you're back to just having dynamic on and you're good. However, if you avoid, if the avoid subdivision button is checked off, these options will work even if there are subdivisions. So if I was to go ahead and do something like that, set that to 2, set this crease level to 2, and then I just go ahead and apply all dynamic to sub, you see that they have all that done. And then I can go ahead and turn dynamic on again, change the crease level to, let's leave it at 2, but let's increase the number of subdivisions. And then we'll just go ahead and do that again. And now everything has subdivision levels at a higher level. So you can work with it however you wish. By default, avoid subdiv is checked on. So just letting you know about that. Anyway, that is the Dynamic Subdivision Tools plugin. I hope that helps.